Hello students, once again welcome you to GK's maths classes. Today we are going to continue our differentiation. This is a part 3 of the video where we are going to continue a few more problems with the inverse trigonometric functions differentiation, followed by I will introduce you to implicit function and how implicit functions are differentiated. Okay, I hope these videos will be useful to you. We'll straight away get inside the problems. Now these are the formulas that I always give in the beginning of the class, so this is for your reference. This will help you to understand what are the various formulas that we're using in differentiation. Okay. Now let's move to this question. This is again inverse trigonometric function. Now how do I go about these problems? It is actually very simple. Actually, it is just a second. Okay. It is actually cos inverse of, this is 3 by 5 cos x minus 4 by 5 sin x. And if you notice very carefully, this 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. So it should definitely satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, right angle triangle. It can be represented along the sides of a right angle triangle. Now, this is cos inverse. So I want something in terms of cos. So you know cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is cos of A plus B. We know this formula, right? So here it is cos x. I want this also in terms of cos. So what I will do, I will take 3 by 5 as cos A. If I take 3 by 5 as cos A, so this will be 3 here and 5 adjacent by hypotenuse. So obviously by Pythagoras theorem this will be 4, and therefore sin A will be what? Sin A will be 4 by 5. Now I take this and substitute here. So when I substitute, what do I get? I get cos inverse of, first let me write cos x followed by cos A minus sin x sin A. Suppose if this is sin inverse, I would have written this in terms of sine and this in terms of cos, then only I will be able to use sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Okay. So I always have to call this as y because we are going to differentiate. So this is cos inverse of, can I say this is cos of x plus A? Now clearly you can see cos inverse of cos x plus A will be x plus A. Now you know A is a constant. Why it is a constant? A is connected with the numbers 3, 4 and 5 which are constants. So I don't even have to change that. So dy by dx will be, differentiation of x is 1. Since I said A is a constant, differentiation of A is 0. So the answer is 1. So it's a very simple 2-mark question which generally comes in the board exam. Okay, next one. Look at this. It's a very nice problem. Now here the question is y equal to sine inverse of, it is x square into root of 1 minus x square plus x root of 1 minus x power 4. Now as I told you in the previous problem, this is sine inverse. So this should be written in terms of sine. Now what is sine A cos B plus cos A sin B? It is nothing but sine of A plus B. This is what I am going to use now. How am I going to use it? So that means this should become sine. So I will take x square as sine A. I will take x square as sine A. This should become cos. So you know 1 minus cos square B, 1 minus sine square B will be cos square B. Okay. So in place of this x, I will put sine B. X square is sine A and x is sine B. Then what happens? I can write this as sine inverse of, if I have to rewrite the entire thing, this is x square into root of 1 minus x square plus x into root of 1 minus x square the whole square. I am writing x power 4 like this. Just for your understanding, you can skip this step. So y equal to sine inverse of, what is x square? X square is sine A into root of, what is x? X is sine B. So it will become sine square B. I want to make this into cos. So don't put x square as sine A here, okay? Plus, what is x? X is sine B into root of 1 minus sine square A, because x square is sine A, okay? So this will become y equal to sine inverse of, this is sine A. What is root of 1 minus sine square B? Root of 1 minus sine square B is cos square B. So root of cos square B will be cos B, plus sine B into, what is 1 minus sine square A? 1 minus sine square A is cos square A. Root of cos square A is cos A. Simple, isn't it? So this is y equal to sine inverse of, now what is this actually? This is sine A plus B. So what is sine inverse of sine A plus B? It is A plus B. Now let us substitute. What is A? A is sine inverse of x square. Okay. And what is B? B is sine inverse of x. Correct? Sine inverse of x. Now differentiate dy by dx. What is differentiation of sine inverse? It's 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Here x is x square. So x square the whole square. Okay. Sine inverse of x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. But in place of x I have got x square. So it is x square the whole square. So I have differentiated the base. Now what is differentiation of x square? 2x. I am using chain rule. First I differentiate sine inverse, then I differentiate x square. Now what is differentiation of sine inverse x? 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Now let's write it nicely. So dy by dx will be 2x divided by root of 1 minus x power 4 plus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So this is exactly what I wanted to prove. Okay. So maybe I can give you one problem you can try. You can try this problem. You can try sine inverse of x into root of 1 minus x minus root x into root of 1 minus x square. It's exactly like the same problem. Here what you do, you put x as sine A and root x as sine B. Okay. So in place of this x, actually you should write it as root x the whole square. Okay. So I think when you substitute there, you'll get the answer. You can try. It's exactly like this problem. Okay. If you want, you can try it. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Now here I want to differentiate this. What is this? This is a very, very familiar expression. You can see clearly that it is cos 3a. Okay. So all that I need to do is put x as cos theta. So I get y equal to cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. But you know 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta is what? Cos inverse of cos 3 theta. You know cos inverse of cos 3 theta is 3 theta. And what is theta? Cos inverse of x. Now what is dy by dx? 3. What is the relation of cos inverse? Minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Simple. So you can try this problem. Okay. Suppose if it is sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. So you put x as sine theta and try. Okay. It's exactly like this problem, so you can try it. Okay. Or you can even try this problem, which is connected with inverse trigonometry. 3x minus x cube by 1 minus 3x square. So this is tan 3a formula. Here you put x as tan theta, here you put x as sine theta, and I think you can do that. Okay. Okay, now let's go to this problem. This is again a very simple question. This is tan inverse of x power 1 by 3 plus a power 1 by 3 by 1 minus x power 1 by 3 a power 1 by 3. Now what I should do, you can see clearly there's a tan a plus b formula here. So I put x power 1 by 3 as tan a and a power 1 by 3 is tan b. The moment I do that, I get y equal to tan inverse of, this will be tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. What is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B? It is nothing but tan of A plus B. So what is tan inverse of tan A plus B? It is A plus B. Now what is A? A is nothing but tan inverse of x power 1 by 3. And what is B? It is tan inverse of A power 1 by 3. Now I want to differentiate. How do I differentiate? Dy by dx is, first I differentiate tan inverse. Tan inverse differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square. In place of x I have x power 1 by 3. So it is 1 plus x power 2 by 3. X power 1 by 3, the whole square is x power 2 by 3. Tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. So x power 1 by 3 whole square will be x power 2 by 3. Then x power 1 by 3, how do I differentiate? Chain rule. 1 by 3 x power 1 by 3 minus 1. N x power n minus 1. N x power n minus 1. And tan inverse of a by 3 is a constant, so it is 0. So I just want to rewrite it in a better form. So 3 into 1 plus x power 2 by 3. Maybe you can bring this to the denominator and write it as x power 2 by 3. This is your dy by dx. Isn't it simple? Now, with that, I'm going to stop with the inverse trigonometric differentiation. Now we are going to start with the next unit called differentiation of implicit function. Now, what is an implicit function? First of all, when I write a function like this, y equal to x cube, okay, if I just give an example, y equal to x cube, now clearly y is given directly in terms of x, where on the left hand side you have y and on the right hand side you have x cube. These functions are not implicit function, and it's very easy to differentiate this. All that I need to do is dy by dx is 3x square, or y equal to sine x, y equal to root sine x, y is equal to root sine of root x. If you are clearly on one side y, on the other side x, such functions are called not implicit function. Okay. Now then, what is an implicit function? For example, if I have x square plus y square equal to 2xy. X square plus y square equal to 2xy. Now here in this particular situation, I am not able to segregate y to the one side and x to the other side. It is basically a function. In an explicit function, you have y equal to f of x, where y is given directly in terms of x. Whereas here it will be f of x comma y. It will be f of x comma y equal to 0, or whatever it is, f of x comma y. It will be a fusion of x and y together. So like this, you see, you cannot have y on one side and x on the other side. It will be a merge of x and y together. Such functions are called implicit function. Okay. Now how do I differentiate these functions? How do I find dy by dx for this? So the question will be, if this is given, let us say find dy by dx. Let's try this. Find dy by dx. Okay. Now what I should do, very simple. All that I need to say is differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now what is differentiation of x square? Differentiation of x square will be 2x. Okay. Now what is differentiation of y square? First I differentiate the power, that is 2y. Now the base. What is differentiation of y? Differentiation of y with respect to x is dy by dx. You may have a question why I did not differentiate this. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1, so I don't have to mention that. So differentiation of x square is 2x. Differentiation of x is 1, so I am not writing. Differentiation of y square is 2y, but differentiation of y is dy by dx equal to 2 is a constant. Now I am going to use product rule. What is product rule? U v dash plus v u dash, correct? Now u is what? U is x. X. What is differentiation of v dash? Differentiation of y is dy by dx plus y into, that is v into, what is differentiation of x? Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So it's done. Now 2 is common, I just cancel it. Now what I will do, I'll bring all dy by dx together. So dy by dx is here. I have y. If I take this to the other side, it becomes minus x equal to y. If I take this to the other side, what happens? It will become minus x. So what is dy by dx? Dy by dx will be y minus x divided by y minus x. So obviously it is 1. Okay, very, very simple. Okay, I took a very simple question. This need not be done like this. I could have done this as x square plus y square minus 2xy equal to 0. I could have written this as x minus y the whole square equal to 0. So x minus y equal to 0, y equal to x. Therefore, what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is 1. I got the same answer. Just to make you understand how to differentiate an implicit function, I did this directly. If this question is asked in the exam, don't do this method. This is the best thing to do. Very simple. If you can factorize, there's nothing like it. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now this is a very, very beautiful sum. X cube plus y cube is equal to 3a into xy. Okay, now I want to find dy by dx. Is it an implicit function? Yes. It is not possible for me to write y directly in terms of x, or y on one side and x on the other side. Therefore, it's an implicit function. Now what I am going to do, I am going to differentiate. How do I differentiate? I say differentiate both sides with respect to x. Here I am writing BS stands for both sides. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now what is differentiation of x cube? Please don't use these notations in the exam. This is I am lazy, so I just write it. Okay. What is differentiation of x cube? It is 3x square. 3x square. Now what is differentiation of y cube? Differentiation of y cube will be 3y square into dy by dx. Why? Again I am repeating, y cube. First I differentiate the power. Differentiation of power is 3y square. Then I differentiate the base. What is differentiation of y? dy by dx. I am using chain rule. Now this is 3a is a constant, and I am using product rule. What is product rule? This is u and this is v. U into, what is differentiation of y? Differentiation of y is dy by dx plus v into, what is differentiation of x? Differentiation of x is 1 with respect to x. Correct? Now what we do? We cancel the 3 throughout. Okay? Simple job. Now group all the dy by dx together. So dy by dx into, this is y square. Now if you can observe this carefully, this a should be multiplied inside. Don't forget that. And I take it to the other side. So it becomes minus ax. And then this a to be multiplied with this. What do you get? Ay, and take the x square that side. What do you get? Minus x square. So what is dy by dx? Dy by dx will be ay minus x square divided by y square minus ax. Simple, direct, straightforward problem. So this is how you find dy by dx of a implicit function. I hope this is clear. Let's go to the next very nice problem. It is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. One of the most beautiful equation in mathematics. This is nothing but equation of a conic section. It will describe pairs of straight line, it will describe a circle, it will describe parabola, it will describe ellipse, it will describe hyperbola under various conditions. Okay, so one of my favorite equation. Now let us differentiate this. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. Once again, do not use this type of notations in the exam. Okay. Now what do? A is a constant. What is differentiation of x square? 2x. Okay. Now here 2h is a constant. How do I differentiate x, y? Product rule. Now what is product rule? U into differentiation of y is dy by dx plus v into, v is y, and what is differentiation of x? Differentiation of x is 1. So here I am using product rule. Okay, just for your reference I am writing there. Now by square, chain rule. B is a constant. What is differentiation of y square? Differentiation of y square will be 2y into dy by dx. Why it is so? First I differentiate the power, that is 2y. Then differentiation of y is dy by dx, because I am differentiating with respect to x. Plus 2g. What is differentiation of x? Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So I don't have to write that. Plus 2f into, what is differentiation of y? Differentiation of y with respect to x will be what? Yes, dy by dx. Plus differentiation of constant. Differentiation of constant is 0. So equal to 0. Job done. I have differentiated. Now what is common throughout? 2 is common throughout, so I cancel it. I cancel 2. Now collect all the dy by dx together. You have to be very careful. I am skipping some steps because I am sure you will be able to handle this. Dy by dx, open the bracket. What is this? This is hx, then this is by, and search for dy by and plus f. I got all my dy by dx terms together. Now take the non-dy by dx terms to that side. Since everything is plus, when it goes that side becomes minus. I can keep the minus sign outside. If you take ax that side, what will happen? It will become minus ax. Since I have kept minus outside, this ax. Then I am going to take this hy. Can you see this hy? Okay, hy. So plus hy. Why plus hy? When I bring it to the other side, it becomes minus hy, but I have taken minus outside. Then take this g that side. When I take g that side, becomes minus g. Minus is outside, so it is plus g. So from this, you can find dy by dx. So what is dy by dx? Dy by dx will be minus of ax plus hy plus g divided by hx plus by plus f. Very simple way of differentiating an implicit function. Okay, be very careful. Don't miss out on product rule. Be careful with the chain rule and other things. Now these are all very, very important questions in implicit function. Very important question. It has come in the board exam also. Now I have x into root of 1 plus y plus y into root of 1 plus x equal to 0. And I am supposed to prove that dy by dx is minus 1 by 1 plus x the whole square. And let us see how to go about it. You cannot differentiate these problems directly. It becomes lengthy. It creates hassle. So first what I do, since I have a 0, it's like it makes things simple. Take it to the other side. Take any one term, either this or that. Take it to the other side. Okay. Then obviously I want to get rid of the square root. So what do you do? Squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. So when you square both sides, what exactly happens? You have x square into 1 plus y equal to y square into 1 plus x. So when I square, minus will become plus and the square roots will go. Clear? Now what I should do? Don't differentiate. Open the bracket. X square plus x square y plus y square plus equal to y square plus y square x. I just expand, I just open the bracket. Then what I should do? Don't differentiate. X square minus y square, I took this term that side, plus x square y minus y square x equal to 0. I took both the terms to the other side. Okay. Now what is x square minus y square? X square minus y square is x plus y into x minus y. Okay. Now from these two terms, what is common? xy is common. So I'll take, I think there's a mistake I did. Y square, x square y. Okay, that's fine. I'm taking xy out. If you take xy outside, what do I get? I will get x minus y equal to 0. Okay. Now what happens? Clearly, x cannot be equal to y. Why? If x is equal to y, and if you substitute here, okay, you will never get x into root of 1 plus x plus x into root of 1 plus x as 0. It's never possible. Okay. It's not possible. So x cannot be equal to y. So I can cancel it. Right? Then what happens? X plus y plus xy equal to 0. Now what is common in these two terms? Y is common. I get 1 plus x equal to minus x. I take this x to the other side. So what is y equal to? Y equal to minus x by 1 plus x. Minus x by 1 plus x. Now I am going to differentiate. What is differentiation? Dy by dx is, keep the minus sign outside, quotient rule. What is quotient rule? Denominator square. Denominator into differentiation of numerator minus numerator into differentiation of denominator. So denominator square. What is denominator square? 1 plus x the whole square. Denominator square. Denominator into, what is denominator? 1 plus x. Denominator into, what is differentiation of the numerator? Here the numerator is x, so it is 1. I kept the minus sign outside. So minus x into, what is differentiation of 1 plus x? Differentiation of 1 plus x is 1. Differentiation of 1 is 0, x is 1. Please remember, I have kept the minus outside. I am applying quotient rule only for this term. Okay, so minus is outside. So if you open the bracket, you can see clearly, or in fact you can cross multiply this. You get 1 plus x square equal to, if you open the bracket, you get minus 1 minus x minus v square. Once again, I think I made some mistake. V square v into u dash minus, okay, I think I should have kept the minus outside. You get 1 plus x minus x. X gets cancelled. So I get minus 1. So what is this? 1 plus x the whole square. Dy by dx. When I bring the minus sign that side, minus 1 that will become plus 1 equal to 0. This is what I was asked to prove. I think very simple. Don't differentiate in the beginning. Squaring both sides, bring it to 1. This is not an implicit function. It got reduced to an explicit function. Is it clear? Let's go to the next one. Once again, very, very, very important question. Important type of question. So these questions are very, very important. It has come in the board exam also. Now here what I will do, the question is y into root of 1 minus x square plus x into root of 1 minus y square equal to 1. Don't think of even differentiating it directly. First to apply some logic, okay? So first is I take substitution. X is sine A. I can see clearly sine A cos B formula, okay? So x is sine A and y is sine B. The moment I do that, see what exactly happens to me. Y is sine B. So let me write sine B into root of 1 minus sine square A. You can skip this step. And what is x? X is sine A into root of 1 minus sine square B equal to 1. So now clearly you can see this is sine B and 1 minus sine square A is cos square A. Root of cos square A is cos A plus sine A into 1 minus sine square B is cos square B. Root of cos square B is cos B equal to 1. Now this is a very familiar formula. Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. It is sine of A plus B. Please understand, read like this. Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So you will understand the formula. So from this, if sine of a number is 1, then what will be the number? A plus B will be 90 degrees. Because sine 90 is 1. Now what is A? A is sine inverse of x. And what is B? B is sine inverse of y. What is pi by 2? Pi by 2 is pi by 2. Now differentiate. What is differentiation of sine inverse of x? Differentiation of sine inverse of x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square plus. What is the differentiation of sine inverse y? Be careful. Here I am going to use chain rule. Okay. So you can write differentiating both sides with respect to y. Okay. Sorry, respect to x. That's why I got it as 1. Sine inverse x is root of 1 minus x square. X differentiation is 1. Here it will be 1 by root of 1 minus y square into dy by dx. Don't forget that. Because I am differentiating with respect to x. So differentiation of y is dy by dx. And pi by 2 is a constant, therefore it is 0. So now what you get? 1 by root of 1 minus y square into dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. I took this term that side. So what is dy by dx? So dy by dx will be minus of root of 1 minus y square by 1 minus x square. I just cross multiply. Okay. If you do like this, the difficulty level is less. It's very simple also. If you try to differentiate directly, you have to do a lot of algebraic simplification to arrive at the answer. Another very important question. So what do you do? Obviously, when you see 1 minus x square, you put x as sine A and y as sine B. Today we are doing a lot of important questions. X is sine A and y is sine B. Now substitute here 1 minus sine square A. 1 minus sine square A will be cos A. And 1 minus sine square B will be cos B equal to A into what is x? X is sine A. And what is B? B is y is sine B. Correct? Now I am going to use cos C plus cos D formula. What is cos C plus cos D? 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. So first let's use that. So what will happen to this? This will become 2 cos A plus B by 2 into cos A minus B by 2. I just use trigonometry. Okay. What is sin C minus sin D? Sin C minus sin D will be 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. So if I apply that here, it will become 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. 2 gets cancelled. Cos A plus B by 2, cos A plus B by 2 gets cancelled. So you are left with this. Now bring this down. So it will become cot A minus B by 2. Why cot? Cos divided by sine will be cot equal to A. Now don't differentiate. What is A minus B by 2? Is equal to cot inverse of A. Remember, the right hand side is a constant. So I try to push in as many constants as possible. So I took cot that side. Now again you can push the 2 at that side. What do you get? All the right hand side, the entire right hand side is a constant. Well, you know differentiation of constant is going to be 0. What is the A? A is sine inverse of x. And what is B? Sine inverse of y equal to 2 cot inverse of A. So I am going to say differentiate both sides with respect to x. What is differentiation of sine inverse of x? Differentiation of sine inverse of x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square minus, what is differentiation of sine inverse of y? Differentiation of sine inverse of y is 1 by root of 1 minus y square, chain rule. Differentiation of y will be dy by dx equal to, what is differentiation of 2 cot inverse of A? It's a constant, so it is 0. So 1 by root of 1 minus y square into dy by dx, I am taking it to the other side, equal to 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Minus becomes plus. So now what is dy by dx? Just by cross multiplying, you see, you can see a beautiful answer, 1 minus y square by 1 minus x square. Very important. Look at that. Okay. So very important type of question. Don't differentiate these problems directly. You have to reduce it to the simplest form, then only differentiate. Okay. Now this is exactly like the previous question. Okay. I am not going to do it. I'll just give you a hint. Here what you do, you take x cube as sine A and you put y cube as sine B. X cube as sine A and y cube as sine B. Okay. Now what will happen if you do all that? You will arrive at this place. Okay. This is what you will reach. Okay, let me take it there. This is what you will get. Now what is A? A is nothing but sine inverse of x cube. What is B? Sine inverse of y cube, which is 2 cot inverse of A. Everything else is same. You can just go through it. Now, what is the differentiation of sine inverse? 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Here by x is x cube. So, whole square will be x power 6. And by chain rule, differentiation of x cube will be 3x square. Minus, what is differentiation of sine inverse of y? 1 by root of 1 minus y power 6. And differentiation of y cube will be 3y square into dy by dx. So you have to differentiate y also. And differentiation of 2 cot inverse of a will be 0. So 3 can be cancelled. So what do you get? X square divided by root of 1 minus x power 6 is equal to y square divided by root of 1 minus y power 6 into dy by dx. I took this term to the other side. Now from this you can cross multiply. You get x square by y square into root of 1 minus y power 6 by 1 minus x power 6 equal to dy by dx. This is what I wanted to prove. All that you need to do is put x cube as, sometime I have another question also. If you want you can try it. I don't know what I should prove it as. 1 minus x power 8 plus root of 1 minus y power 8 equal to a into x power 4 minus y power 4. So you have to prove the answer is dy by dx is, I think it will be x cube by y cube into root of 1 minus y power 8 by 1 minus x power 8. If you want you can try this. You have to put x power 4 as sine A and y power 4 as sine B. So that you can practice. Okay, just for practice you can try it. Now this is another very important question. All questions are important today. Now how do I go about it? Log of x square plus y square equal to tan inverse of A. Okay. Now here what I do, I just differentiate. What is the differentiation of log 1 by, actually here tan inverse of, I think this is tan inverse, this question is wrong. It should have been tan inverse of y by x. Okay, I think you please correct it. So differentiation of log will be 1 by x square plus y square into, what is differentiation of x square? Differentiation of x square is 2x plus differentiation of y square will be 2y dy by dx. I used chain rule to the best. First I differentiated log. Differentiation of log is 1 by 1 plus x square plus y square. Then I go inside. Differentiation of x square is 2x plus, so I have a plus sign. Differentiation of y square will be 2y into dy by dx. Okay, chain rule equal to, I told you the question is wrong, so it should be tan inverse of y by x. Now how do I differentiate this? Tan inverse differentiation is 1 by 1 plus y square by x square. So I differentiated tan inverse. Now what I should differentiate? I should differentiate y by x. How do I differentiate y by x? I use quotient rule. How do I use quotient rule? Denominator square, denominator into, what is differentiation of the numerator? Differentiation of y is dy by dx minus y into, what is differentiation of x? Differentiation of x is 1. So that closes the case. So I used chain rule. First I differentiated tan inverse, then I differentiated y by x. How did I differentiate y by x? I used quotient rule. U is y and v is x. Now this will be 2 times x plus y into dy by dx. Okay. Dy by dx divided by x square plus y square equal to, take LCM, what do you get? You get x square divided by x square plus y square, x into dy by dx minus y divided by x square. Actually, it should have been 2 tan inverse. Okay, add that also. I have made a mistake. Actually, I don't want to prove this is a very simple question. Actually, this is a question which I was interested in. Okay, so it should have been 2 here. So this 2 gets cancelled. X square plus y square, x square plus y square gets cancelled. X square and x square gets cancelled. So what you are left with? X plus y into dy by dx. It's a very, very beautiful sum. Very, very important sum also. Dy by dx minus y. Now take this term to that side and bring this to this side. So what do you get? X plus y. Now here dy by dx is common. What do you get inside? You get x minus y. X minus y. So what is dy by dx? So dy by dx will be x plus y divided by x minus y. So I want you to rewrite this entire problem as if log of x square plus y square equal to 2 tan inverse of y by x. Prove that dy by dx is equal to x plus y by x. This is actually a very, very important question. This problem with tan inverse of it, you can try it as homework. It is very, very simple. One step you get the answer. Right hand side differentiation will become 0. So this is the problem which I was interested in doing. So I hope this is clear. Okay. Now that I have written that question, why should I leave it? I'll just do that. If it is log of x square plus y square equal to tan inverse of a, if this was the question, okay, this was the question, what would have happened? Let us see. Now, what is differentiation of log 1 by x square plus y square? 1 by x square plus y square. Now, what is differentiation of x square? 2x. Differentiation of y square? 2y into dy by dx. And you clearly see differentiation of tan inverse is 0. It's a constant. Now this is 2x plus 2y dy by dx will also be 0. You can cross multiply. 0 into x square plus y square is 0. So from this you have got y into dy by dx equal to minus x. Therefore dy by dx is equal to minus x by y. So this also is not correct. So dy by dx should have been minus x by y. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. So it can be done in such a simple way. But actually that is not the problem. I want you to remember this as a question. This is a very, very important type of question. Okay. Direct differentiation, nothing else. Now look at this. Is another very important question which keeps coming in the exam. If these conditions are true, what is the condition? X square plus y square equal to t minus 1 by t, if this is true, and if this is also true. They have said if it is true. Okay, we are not going to go inside the mathematics and check its validity. If these two are true, okay, for these two to be true, I have to prove this. Okay, that's a question. So now what happens? Squaring both sides. I will square both sides. Now how do I square both sides? It will be x power 4 plus y power 4 plus 2x square y square. I am using a plus b whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. ab will be 1, so I am writing 2. Okay. Now clearly you can see plus 2x square y square. Clearly from 1, what is t square plus 1 by t square? X power 4 plus y power 4. So they get cancelled. So what do I get? 2x square y square equal to minus 2. Cancel. So y square equal to minus 1 by x square. Y square equal to minus 1 by x square. Now a lot of people ask question that how can square number be equal to a negative number? We are not going to question that, because if these two conditions are true, For these two conditions, this is what I will get. Okay. So now to differentiate. What is the differentiation of y square? 2y into dy by dx. How did I get that? Chain rule. Differentiation of y square, 2y. Differentiation of y, dy by dx. Equal to minus into, what is differentiation of 1 by x square? It is actually x power minus 2. How do I do that? Minus 2 x power minus 3, right? N x power n minus 1. 2 can be cancelled. So dy by dx will be minus into minus is plus, x cube is 1 by x cube, x power minus 3 is 1 by x cube, bring the y down. This is what I wanted to prove. So it's very, very simple. Just square both sides, substitute the values, differentiate, nothing else. Okay. Now, another very, very important type of question. Watch this. This is tan inverse of x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square equal to a. Now if you watch the answer carefully, your answer is having tan a in it. Okay. So what I will do, I take tan this side. So x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square equal to tan a. Okay. Now cross multiply. Or you can do component row and dividend row, whatever you want. X square tan a plus y square tan a. Now what I will do, I will group all the y terms together. I take it to the other side and I bring this to this side. X square is common. I will get 1 minus tan a. When I bring this to this side, I get minus x square tan a. So x square is common, 1 minus tan a. Here y square is common. Minus y square goes outside, becomes plus. It will be 1 plus tan a. Now I am done with it. Now I will say differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now what is differentiation of x square? Differentiation of x square is 2x. 1 minus tan a is a constant, let it be there. What is differentiation of y square? 2y into dy by dx into 1 plus tan a. Now clearly 2 gets cancelled. Now what is dy by dx? So dy by dx will be, you have x into 1 minus tan a. Bring this term that side, it will be y into 1 plus tan a. Isn't it simple? Very simple, direct problem. Okay. Always watch for the question. One eye should be on the answer. If you know this is what I should get, I will not get rid of a. Otherwise, if you are differentiated here, your a will vanish. Okay. Then you have to struggle to get that a. Okay. Because in the answer, a is there. Now, very, very simple. Y equal to x sine y. I am going to use a slightly different technique to do this problem. Because this is what I wanted to prove. Okay. Now what do I do? Shall I do? I'll try something else. Okay. Something new for you. I will write x in terms of y. Then I will say differentiate both sides with respect to y. So what is differentiation of x then? It will no longer be 1 because I am differentiating with respect to y. So it will be dx by dy equal to quotient rule, sine square y. What do you get? Sine y. Differentiation of y is 1 minus y into, what is the differentiation of sine y? It will be cos y. Okay. So this will be sine y minus, what is this y? This y is nothing but x sine y from 1. Okay. Y is x sine y divided by sine square y. On the numerator, sine y is common, so I'll take it out. So what do I get inside? 1 minus x cos y divided by sine square y. You can cancel sine y and sine y. This is your dx by dy. So what is dy by dx? Take reciprocal. If you take reciprocal, you get sine y divided by 1 minus x cos y. Okay. But what is sine y? From 1, sine y is y by x. Can you see it? sine y is y by x. In place of sine y, I put y by x into 1 minus x cos y. I got the answer. Very simple. I write x as y by sine y, differentiate with respect to y, I get quotient rule, and I arrive at this answer. In place of this y, I substitute x sine y. And now x sine y means y sine y is common, can be cancelled. And I take reciprocal, so you get dy by dx. Still I am not there in the answer, and the answer should be y by x. But in the question, y by x is sine y, so I substitute that, you get the answer. Simple, it's just like a game of chess. Very, very important. It has come many times in the exam. What is this? Again, I will write x is equal to sine y divided by sine of a plus y, and I use quotient rule. Now, what is quotient rule? Differentiate both sides with respect to y. What is differentiate? Okay, so you get dx by dy. I am not differentiating with respect to x, I am differentiating with respect to y. Quotient rule. What is quotient rule? Denominator square, then denominator, that is v into, what is differentiation of sine y? It is cos y. Differentiation of y is not dy by dx, it is 1 because I am differentiating with respect to y, minus sine y into, what is differentiation of sine of a plus y? It is cos of a plus y. Okay. Now you can see clearly sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. What is the formula? Sine of a minus b divided by sine square a plus y. So y and y cancels. This is dx by dy. Therefore, what is dy by dx? Dy by dx will be sine square a plus y divided by sine a. This is what I wanted to prove. Okay. I hope you have understood these problems. Okay. Please go through it. I will do a few more questions next class on implicit if possible, and then we'll go to differentiation of logarithmic function. I hope these videos are useful to you. Kindly subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get notifications. If you have any doubt, please do not hesitate to put your doubt in the comment column. I will definitely get back to you. Have a lovely day. See you again in the next class. Bye bye.